45 past the hour. Joining us now from Wilmington, Delaware, ranking member of the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, Democratic Senator Tom Carper. Very good to have you on board, sir, this morning. Is the Homeland Security Administration going to shut down? Are we really here again?
We have a Department of Homeland Security. They run out of money later this week. We should not allow them to run out of money for every time we needed the men and women who work there and help protect our country to go to work this weekend and the months ahead. This is the time. It looks like Mitch McConnell's come up with an idea, I think maybe a good idea, and the idea is to separate one bill into two parts, one to fully fund the Department of Homeland Security for the balance of the fiscal year through the end of September. That's a good thing. And then to provide a separate vote, if you will, on whether or not we like the president's ideas for providing some relief from deportation, 3 or 4 million people that are here without documentation. Yeah. I think it's actually a good approach. The devil's in the details, so we'll look at it more closely. But I'm encouraged.
So, Senator, let me ask you, why are the Democrats blocking a vote on the bill?
Well, on this bill? On the one bill or the two bills that are going to come before us?
It's happened, what, 4 times, I think, 4 or 5 times? I'm wondering, Democrats are filibustering this bill that the Republicans have been trying to get to the floor to debate, and I'm just wondering why you guys have been filibustering it and not just having an open debate, because Democrats, we've learned over the past several years, are against the filibuster.
The legislation that's been added to, if you will, the language has been added to a pure funding bill for the Department of Homeland Security. Costs about $7.5 billion.
Right.
It's a poor substitute for comprehensive immigration reform. We need to do comprehensive immigration reform, and a bunch of our Democrats and Republicans voted for it about a year and a half ago. Right. That's what we really need to do. So, in the meantime, if the Republicans, I understand that they don't like what the president did. If you don't like it, go to court. They have the opportunity to do that. They had a minor victory in federal court in Texas, and pursue that. In the meantime, fund the department, and let's do comprehensive immigration reform.
Well, as you know, a lot of these funding bills aren't always straight up and down funding bills. Everybody always attaches riders. These are obviously riders that a lot of Democrats don't like. Again, my question is, why don't Democrats just stop filibustering, and then you guys can debate this actually on the floor and possibly get an amendment to strip this part of the bill out?
I don't think we should play politics with the Department of Homeland Security. We count on these people to go to work every day to do their jobs for us. The idea of actually taking up a measure that's going to cost us $7.5 billion, it doesn't really address the problem, is foolish.
Why is it
There's
foolish?
3 things we should do. One, the Republicans should go to court. They're doing that.
Right.
They're having some success. Pursue that. Second, we should fully fund the Department of Homeland Security. Right. And the third thing that we should do is work on comprehensive immigration reform.
See, I was
just down on the border 3 weeks ago. There's so much that we could do to secure our borders using technology. Right. We should do those things.
Senator, these are very persuasive arguments, and I think you should be able to give them in an open debate on the Senate floor. And so that's why I'm saying, shouldn't Americans hear this debate on the Senate floor instead of Democrats continuing to filibuster this bill, so you can have an open and fair debate on the Senate floor? Because Democrats have been saying for years that the filibuster is not the way to go in this democracy.
Well, I'm not interested in a debate with you on filibuster.
No, I don't want to do.
I want to get something done.
I
want to get something done.
That would be great.
I want to get something done. I want to get comprehensive immigration reform done. I want to get that done.
But don't you get that? Don't you get that done, though, Senator, by actually having debate on the Senate
floor? Let them do that. But in the meantime, I want to make sure that we fully fund the Department of Homeland Security. And forget about this debate on whether or not we ought to allow amendments. That's what we should do, and we're going to have the chance, I think, to do that. And I appreciate what Mitch McConnell has done. We'll have a chance to vote up or down on a clean funding bill. Let's do that. We'll have a chance to vote up or down on these riders that attach the bill in the House. Let's do that. Let's do that, and it looks like we'll have that chance. And hopefully at the end of the day, we'll fully fund the Department of Homeland Security. People can go to work to do their job to protect our country, and we can get to work on immigration reform, which is what we really need to do.
Well, let us hope so. And yeah, I'm not interested in you debating me. I want to see the debate on the Senate floor, and hopefully we will see that now. Senator, thank you so much for being with us.